Well, good morning, friends and family. Today is Sunday, March 2nd. It's roughly 7:27. I'm here at Unicoi Gap where I got picked up yesterday. Now I'm getting dropped off. I am slack packing today, and I forgot my hiking poles in the car. So it's supposed to be a 16.7 mile day, and something like that. So gonna go light the whole day, see if I can see how 16 miles works. Doing slack packing up and over hills, stuff like that. There's two hills right off the bat that are pretty steep, and after that it's pretty moderate. So have you come along with me, and let you know how it goes. Well, we got this nice little rock here with the AT plaque on it, and the trail is right there. There's your visitor information sign. Okay, time for me to get going and get some heat built up here. Hope you can see that. Those are what they call ice needles, I believe. And they are caused from the moisture at the top of the ground level freezing, but moisture underneath keeps pushing it out. So they produce these long strings of ice. Alright, I've got a half mile in so far. Still climbing. I think the peak is 1.5 miles up from the start. So I got about another mile to go before I hit the peak, then it's down the rest of the way for the first 3 miles. Well, it looks like somebody's done some fresh work here. Old logs pulled out and new steps put in here. There's John down there. And let's see. Indian Grave Gap. I guess that's where we're at. What's it say? Unicoi Gap, 2.7 miles. That's how far I've come since John dropped off this morning. Now, while I heck down here, I just want to touch on something. I am slack packing today. And I don't know if I mentioned it before. But slack packing means you get dropped off in the morning, get picked up that afternoon, but you're carrying a light pack. So since you're not camping out that night, you don't need your overnight camping gear, some of that stuff. So you can reduce your pack weight by quite a bit. And I'm doing a kind of a two-step slack pack. So this part that I did this morning, this 2.5 miles or whatever it is, I went real light. Just carried what I need to get me over the mountain. Then I'll meet with John down here, right there. Then it was cold this morning in the upper 20s, so I got extra layers on, but I'm gonna take those layers off, pick up a couple extra items to get me for the next 14 miles. And then he's gonna pick me up again tonight. So that's what my slack packing plan is. And so, all right, here's John, and I'm going to stop for now. Okay, so I just left Indian Grave Gap, where Johnny was at. It says trade gap is 1.7 miles. We're just going to go past that. But anyhow, we're in the woods now. Like I mentioned previously, I got rid of some extra layers, picked up a little more water, a couple other miscellaneous items. And so now we're heading up the trail here. Got about 14 miles left to do today. This will be the longest day to this point. Alright, just some more green tunnel views for today. Yeah, sorry, running nose. Get the sniffles out here. Sun's trying to come through, but it's overcast, so hopefully it can break through. Looks like coming into a campsite. Yeah, nice little place to camp if you want to be up here. But I think we got to go up that hill there. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's go. So I was hiking along, climbing the hill. Finally came to this area where it's kind of level, maybe headed down. And I thought, oh, great. I just crossed the second big peak of the day. Only two of them. And I checked the app. And it says, no, I'm only halfway up the second peak. To the second peak. That means I probably got to go over that yet this morning. And then I can go down that side. Ain't this fun? Well, I just past Trey Gap. And there's a visitor sign heading up. And I'm going this way, trying to climb this last peak. And it's been, looks like gonna be a steep one going up. All right, let's go and have fun. All right, so coming out here, there's a blaze there, so I gotta keep going that way. Just came out of this rocky outcropping here. And that's off in the distance. Looks like the sun's getting most of his clouds going, so it's gonna be a nice day today. Alright, I think I just finished climbing to the top of this peak, hopefully. I don't see any mountain high around me at the moment, so I guess I'm at the top. There's a white blaze down there. So I guess that's where I'm going, is back into here. Sorry for the clickety clack, that's my trekking pole. Yeah, now we go back down. Alright, let's see if we can make some time. Left that peak there a second ago. And I turn the corner and was like, okay. This is what the descent looks like now.
Distance 0.25.
So that tells me right now I've come 5.25 miles. So I got about 11.5 to go today. This peak and the one prior to where when I first started this morning, are the two tallest ones on the trail today. Everything after this is just small ups and downs, the puds I mentioned earlier. And so maybe I can average 2 miles an hour, which will get me done at about 5.5 hours or so. Time is almost 11 o'clock. So that put me in 4:30 or 5 o'clock at the trail where Johnny picked me up. Alright. Let me let you go so I can pay attention to going down this decline. Alright, so that is the cutoff to Trey Mountain Shelter. Well, the shelter's on the AT. And I'm going to keep going this way. I've gone 5.6 miles so far. So I got 11.1 miles to go yet. So, got to make time, make distance. But sun's shining out nice. Just met a guy back up the trail behind me there who was an amateur radio guy, and he was sitting up on that last mountain peak and had his antenna strung high in the tree and getting other things done. And so I guess he does that quite often, I would expect. But yeah, I'm making pretty good time now. It's downhill, so less of a struggle. I just gotta watch, make sure I don't trip over anything going downhill, because then you have a tendency to tumble pretty good. Been there, done that. Okay, here's a sign I've seen in a million videos. Swag of the Blue Ridge. Not sure what a swag is, but here's your sign. And we're going up there. Maybe a swag is a gap, a hollow, a saddle. I don't know. It's a swag of the Blue Ridge. Let's go this way. All right, we're at Addis Gap, and the water's a half a mile that way. Fortunately, I got water back up the hill, and it was 1/10 of a mile off trail, all downhill, of course, very steep. So then I had to carry 6 pounds of water back up the hill. Sorry I haven't been filming much today, but it's just been a lot of this, just in the woods. Nothing spectacular other than what we've seen first off. Oh, I've got, what is it, maybe around 5.5 miles to go, maybe slightly less. And one big mountain to climb to get there. And I don't know if this is the start of it or not, but it's going up from here. All right, come along. We'll see what's up. Okay, I just checked the app, and it says I've got 5.4 miles to go. And I've got to climb up 1,332 feet before I can descend 2,000 feet on the other side to the parking lot. So it's going to be quite the climb in the next couple of hours. All right. Catching my breath already. All right. Well, I just ascended to the top of this mountain. It's called Kelly Knob. Kelly Knob. I've heard of this a lot in videos. Let me hold the camera still. Anyhow, this is the view. Currently it's 10 minutes to 3. I've got a 2,000 foot descent, and I forgot how many miles I had. Okay, I looked. I got 4.4 miles downhill in this 2,000 foot descent. There's a couple hundred feet of climb, but not much. So mostly downhill. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do that 4.4 miles. If I do 2 miles an hour, it's going to take me a little over 2 hours. So, figure I'll be done by 5 o'clock, thereabouts. Well, Deep Gap Shelter. All right, keep going on. We got 3.5 miles to go. Oh, we got a little uphill. I thought it was all downhill. I guess not. Oh, well. We'll do whatever. Just some scenery from under the trees. It's after 4 o'clock. So, the sun is down a little bit. Creating some interesting shadows. But it's nice walk in the woods here. Right now it's got a good descent going on here. Down to the parking lot. I got about just over 2 miles to go. And Johnny's there waiting for me. Not a lot of spectacular views today. Mostly what you're seeing here. But that's okay. I enjoy walking through the woods like this. It doesn't have to be on a rocky outcropping all the time to enjoy it. What's interesting is, or I find neat, or whatever you want to call it, is going past these points that I've seen on dozens of videos in the past. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. So now I get to experience it. And that's just great. Alright, I'm going to stop it for now. And maybe get some more later. Well, guess what? We made it. This is the end of day 8, I believe. Right up there is Dix Creek Gap, I believe. If I've been reading my map right. Johnny's parked across the way there. But he's also behind me. He came up to meet me and hiked the last little bit with me. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, yesterday when I did this, my poles were rattling the entire way across. Alright, so we're going to get over here. Alright, there's the car. And my day is done.